Howdy folks, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. We are moving into a new story arc, which is the New Frontiers story arc. Our first mission is Echoes of Light, so let's get our mission brief.
The Lucari have launched a new starship designed for deep space exploration. While the ship is primitive, it shows great courage on their part. Such bravery in the face of the unknown is truly honorable. Of course, they may encounter hostile cultures in their travels. If we are with the Lucari, we can find honor defending them in battle and demonstrate the benefits of an alliance with the Empire. Go now and see if the Lucari have the strength to become worthy allies.
So we have to travel to the Lucari system in the Alpha Quadrant, which I've already done, and accompany them in exploring systems at the edge of known space. Now, this mission has some very interesting reward items. It is the Nausicaan Disruptor set. This console in particular is pretty good, especially if you're running a disruptor build, because it gives a plus 20% disruptor damage. When that's fully upgraded to Mark 15 Epic, I think that goes up to 25%. I might be wrong there, but it's in or around that ballpark. Also, it has a plus 26.7% to power transfer rate, which is really, really good as well. So yeah, you might want to consider this console, and of course the two-piece set then you might want to consider as well. I can't remember offhand what the two-piece set is. I think there's like an extra bonus to disruptor damage. But yeah, if you're running a disruptor build, you might want to consider one or two items from this set. Anyway, we're going to accept the mission. And as always, I've pre-traveled to the start point, so let's jump in and get stuck into the mission. Okay, let's skip forward a little bit here.
Just think about how much I can help.
Thank you. The distance still. Our ship is ready to go for
This isn't over. Believe me.
And we're warping on to the next system.
Be on my terms.
We've arrived on the
Alright, scan crystalline asteroid.
readings coming in. Sensors are picking up some movement.
Fly deeper into the asteroids, you betcha.
Can't circle orbiting debris either. We've adjusted our data's coming.
Alright, so we just have to maintain distance to this guy.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures.
Thankfully, he seems to be stuck a little bit. Right? Is he breaking free?
They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was...
Visit Geki feeding grounds. Okay.
There are signs that
Activate deflector pulse.
there's some kind
Warping to the next area.
sensors are This comet is mostly crossing.
We just have to get a score of 100 here like last time. So that shouldn't be too difficult. I see we will have it now. There we go.
Holding the comet can be like planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. Probe data no life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
Okay, so now we have to go around to the far side of the planet. So that's why we're heading around here. And look at what we got here.
Magnificent, aren't they?
Anyone who remembers the pilot episode of TNG titled Encounter at Farpoint will recognize these guys. Farpoint Station was using one of them to they were using one as a deep space station. It could manifest things at will, like, you know, if you wanted a bowl of fruit, it would just magically make it appear. It had the ability to do that. And the beings at Farpoint Station were basically exploiting the creature, and yeah, that's where their reference from, just in case you didn't know. Anyway, let's continue on. We're moving on to the grand portion of this mission. If you haven't guessed it already, I'm sure you have. This mission is a nice departure from the usual pew pew bang bang, you know, sort of thing, and I like it because you know, you kind of get sick of the same thing over and over again, and this is a very, you know, Star Trek mission, you know, exploration, science stuff. So I think it's a really, really great mission, and just a nice little break away from the usual blowing up ships that you have to do. It's nice to be doing some sort of Star Trek-y stuff.
These mirrors. This mirror. The crystals to what we yes, it would.
All right. So now we have to gather forensic data.
Artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. The wear patterns here shows that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area. Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. Two down, two to go. That's 3. One more and we'll be ready. That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. All right.
Right, so now we have to pay attention to where this guy is going, and basically the order in which he goes to each of these pillars. So he's gone to this one first, and we want to see which one he goes to next.
Note that the
Right, he's
alien
going over
is
here.
using the pillars in a specific order.
This is random every time you do this mission, so he's kind of going in a clockwise direction so far, and yeah, right, so it's going to be a clockwise
They're
pattern.
making the murals match on each pillar.
Sometimes it can be counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. Sometimes it can be a crisscross pattern. Yeah, it's random every time, so you need to take note of each pillar he goes to and the order in which he goes to them.
Looks like
Now we have to match up the murals with the image, so you can only rotate the middle and the bottom one, so you have to go based off the top image. So we're going to rotate the middle until we find the next part of this dude. There it is there. Now we rotate the bottom and we find the feet for him, and I think it's going to be the next one. Yes, it is.
Do you hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
Okay, so that's that part done.
That's 2 pillars set into place. Three pillars are locked in now.
This has proven to be quite easy. Sometimes you be there for a bit longer setting the murals in the correct order. Look at this! A lost civilization, and there's a Starfleet Delta.
That's it?
What on earth is there a Starfleet Delta doing in here?
Wait.
Alright. Look at this. Some visitors with the very clear tactical science and engineering uniforms.
Those people in
The mural is telling a story.
I think the panel on the wall hit. Those inner doors across from the panel are opening. What is all this?
Scan for clues.
According to my Delph.
Oh yes, the placard. So this is a station called K-13, and it disappeared some time ago. Clearly as a Federation station, and nobody knew what happened to it. and it seems to have been lost in time. I suppose is one way of putting it. Okay, there's this, what I'm looking for.
The fines for trespassing are quite severe. Chief. And I can't.
Moving on. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm not putting... Whoa, crap. Hypospray. Why I'm not putting out mines and stuff like that now. And you also may have noticed that I'm using a different weapon. Basically, I switched weapons with one of my bridge officers because one of my endeavors is to deal anti-proton damage. And... I took the weapon off one of my bridge officers, and you can see I'm gaining, I'm up to, what, 8,500 out of the 20,000 that's required, so this is only a temporary thing so that I can complete the endeavor. But yeah, just in case you guys were wondering, hey, he's got a different weapon, what's the story there with that? That's the story, or the dealio. And that's why I've stopped putting out mines and such, because I need to clock up anti-proton damage. There's an accolade for reading the logs.
Acquisition 431. When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain.
The crime is trespassing.
There we go, about halfway complete to that endeavor. I might be able to finish that in this episode, so I'll just continue it in the next episode if I don't get it this time around. Always remember to pick up your loot. Okay, that's not too bad. Now we can beam up.
I see you took out the...
Okay, bring it on. Let's throw out a gravity well. Line these guys up. Knock them out. Just like that. A little bit of a chain reaction going here. Sweet. There we go. Excellent. Okay, let's report in, get debriefed, and pick up our reward. Right, okay, so there's no voiceover. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to pick the science console from this mission as a reward.
Serve the Empire well.
And we'll have a quick look at that just to see what the 2-piece bonus is, because I can't remember offhand. It's not showing. Well, crap. There we go. Nausicaan weaponry augmentation. Disruptor net gains 5.8 disruptor damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. Oh, it's the 3-piece. Look, plus 28.5% to disruptor damage. So the 3-piece is pretty good. Now, one thing to note is, and I forgot to mention this at the start of the episode, the torpedo is an energy-based torpedo, okay? Meaning it will benefit from your energy damage consoles. Alright, so that's something worth keeping in mind. You do not have to have torpedo consoles to boost its damage. They will benefit from the energy ones, like the ones that we use on our ship here, these ones, alright? You can see this is a plus 37.5% to Polaron damage. Obviously these came from the fleet, and I'm running a Polaron build, but you can get disruptor ones from the fleet as well, and this one boosts up critical chance. But you will, if you're going using it, you probably will want to or have to spend 1 or 2 points in torpedoes, and in the torpedoes part of the skill tree for projectile weapons, in order to make that weapon more viable, and then it's a judgment call up to you whether or not you waste one of, it is a waste, but if, let's say, you know, if you want to use a bridge officer ability to boost that one weapon, you know, like a torpedo high yield or a torpedo spread. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate all of your support all so much. You really have no idea. Anyway, my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, take care.